Gentle Giant Octopus by Karen Wallace, illustrated by Mike Bustock. There are more than 150 different kinds of octopuses, and the giant octopus is the biggest. The tentacles of the largest one ever found was an amazing 15 3/4 feet long. Even though they are so huge, giant octopuses do not attack humans. They live in coastal waters in the North Pacific Ocean and feed mainly on crabs, clams, and sea snails. Female giant octopuses lay eggs only once in their lives. They are believed to eat little or nothing after mating. Once their eggs have hatched, female octopuses die. Gentle Giant Octopus. A gentle giant octopus jets through the shadows. She is huge like a spaceship. Her eyes glow in the water. Long tentacles fly like ribbons behind her. Silver-backed fish scatter before her. A wandering mother octopus moves through the water. Inside her body, she carries her eggs. She looks for a den that is safe and well hidden, for a crack in a rock face or a hole under a stone. When octopuses need to move quickly, they jet backward by sucking in seawater and pumping it out through a funnel-like siphon. An octopus sinks like a huge rubber flower. Sand muddies the water as she lands on the seabed. Octopuses use their tentacles like fingers to sense things. They use the suckers on their tentacles to grip things. Octopus eyes turn forward and backward. Her tentacles sense a crab in the water. A tentacle searches, it stretches and touches. Unlucky crab. Crab claws have sharp edges. They nip at the tentacle. The octopus pulls back. The crab scuttles sideways and escapes in the sand. A mother giant octopus slides over the seabed. Her body stretches like taffy over the stones. Her skin ripples like seaweed. She's black as the sea kelp. The goggle-eyed octopus feels her way forward. Usually, the giant octopus is reddish-brown, but when it's hunting or hiding, it can change to become very dark or very pale within seconds. But under a boulder, a wolf eel is waiting. His molten gray face darts from the shadows. His teeth strike like daggers. He rips off a tentacle. Octopus have 8 tentacles. A healthy octopus can regrow its tentacles if they are damaged. Then sinks like a nightmare deep in his den. If an octopus is attacked, it will squirt out a cloud of inky liquid to hide its escape. A frightened giant octopus squirts ink at the wolf eel. She shoots back from the boulder, back over the seabed. She's pumping and sucking the sea from her body. A quivering giant octopus rests on a boulder. Underneath is a cave that is easily guarded. She squeezes inside. She drags pebbles around her. Her search for a home is over at last. Octopus are about as clever as cats, and like cats, they are very curious. Octopuses don't have any bones, and they can squeeze through the tiniest of holes. A mother giant octopus lays eggs in her cave den. They hang from the roof like grapes on a string. She guards them from the crabs and nibbling fishes. While her babies are growing, she never eats and never rests. A female giant octopus will lay as many as 60,000 tiny eggs. After 5 months, her babies swim from the egg sacs. They squirm and they wiggle. They jet through the shadows. They're sucking and pumping the sea from their bodies. Lots of other animals like to eat baby octopuses, so only 2 or 3 out of every brood live to become adults. A mother giant octopus rests in her den. She watches her baby swim up through the water. A gentle giant octopus shrinks in the shadows. Her life is over as theirs begins.
Hello, my name is Megan Sulka. We just finished reading together Gentle Giant Octopus by Karen Wallace, illustrated by Mike Bustock. Now that we're done reading, I have a question for us to answer. What did we learn about giant octopuses that we didn't know about before? Throughout our story, the author gave us fun facts about the octopuses. Now I would recommend getting out a piece of paper. Jot some ideas down. What did you learn? If you need to, you can pause the video here, and then you can go back and rewatch it from the beginning. Now, if you don't want to pause and go back through, I am going to list a few facts that the author listed. One fact was that female giant octopuses only lay eggs once in their lifetime. We also learned about how octopus move in the water. They jet backwards, sucking in the water, kind of like a jellyfish. We also learned that giant octopuses use their tentacles like fingers. They go out and they touch and feel and can pick up their food to eat. We also learned about what color they are. The author told us that they're normally reddish brown, but can become very dark or very pale when they're hunting or trying to hide. We also learned that when octopuses are attacked or frightened, they squirt an inky liquid to hide their escape. We also learned that octopuses don't have any bones, that they can squeeze into tiny itty-bitty spaces, and they're about as curious as cats, always trying to find new places. We also learned that they lay about 60,000 eggs at once. But the sad part is only about 2 to 3 of them end up living because of other animals that are around that like to eat them. It's a sad thing. And we also learned the saddest fact of them all, that they die at the end after watching their little babies swim on up and explore the new world around them. It is sad, but those are some really interesting facts about giant octopus. Now, my final question, and then I have an activity that I suggest that you can do at home, just to get you out and moving. What other animals do you know that can blend in with their environment? There are other ones. This you might have to search into a Google search engine, or ask your parents, or ask some friends, ask your siblings. You can leave your comments about which animals can blend in with their environment in the comments below the video. Now for the fun activity. You can learn how to play squid tag. With squid tag, you have one person that is the squid. But with that squid, you need a helper to become your tentacle. You go around and you and your tentacle find the crabs to eat. Once you tag or eat a crab, that crab becomes another tentacle. The game goes on until everybody is tagged and has become a tentacle. The last person who gets tagged gets to become the new octopus for the new round of the game. And then they get to pick a partner from the whole group to become their tentacle. And then you can play the game over again. Well, I hope you learned something new about giant octopuses. I know I did. Thank you for listening.